I'm going to talk about water baptism today. And by the way, Billy Graham was a 33-degree Freemason. For Joshua did not send me to baptize, but to preach the gospel. John baptized you with water, he reminded them. But you should be baptized with the Ruach in just a few days. And another time when he appeared to them, they asked him, are you going to free Israel from Rome now and restore us as an independent nation? After all roads lead to Rome. I think this baby's trying to tell us something. And I'm pretty sure you guys seen this clip before. He takes this poor baby, he dunks this baby violently into the water several times. Baptism of fire. So Joshua was baptized in the Jordan River. That was his baptism. But you should be baptized with the Ruach. It doesn't say with water, but with the Holy Spirit, the Ruach. And the Ruach is fire and water, and the waters are within us. And Abba anoints our head with oil. Oil and fire makes lamps, and we are lamps. Remember during the Pentecost? And they were locked in the room? And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house they were sitting. And there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as fire, and it sat upon each of them. So none of them were dunked in water, and none of them went into the river to be baptized. This is the baptism of fire. You notice how many of these churches and evangelists do all this baptism of water? And especially the founders of it, which is the Catholic Church. These churches are the daughters to the harlot. I covered this before. A lot of these preachers and evangelists are actually Freemasons. And a lot of them are going around baptizing people. You see right there, C.D. Jakes. And also Marcus Rogers. There goes Marcus Rogers. T.D. Jakes and Geno Jennings, both Masons, by the way. By the way, that's a symbol for 666. Notice how they're always dressed in white? And this is T.D. Jakes' ministry, by the way. These are santeros during one of the ceremonies, by the waters, dressed in white. How about Joel Osteen? He baptized over 1,000 people. Freemason. And your salvation is not in dunking yourself in water. If you declare with your mouth that Joshua is Lord and believe in your heart that Jah raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Because our mouth is a gate. You knock on the door will be open. You have to confess with your mouth. It doesn't matter how many times you dunk yourself into water. Are you guys familiar with Beyonce? You should know by now that she's a witch. It's the lyrics to one of her songs. At that time my hair I grew past my ankles. I slept on a mat on the floor. I swallowed a sword. I levitated into the basement, confessed my sins, and I was baptized in the river. I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil. I grew thick and skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with the pages of the holy book. And speaking of crosses, X marks the spot. And X is for Osiris is risen. And there goes Joel Osteen and Stephen. Elevation Church sees nearly 600. Baptism in one weekend. He's about to be baptized. You notice his arms? The X for Osiris is risen. Dressed in white by the river. Just like Santeros do. The practice of baptism in Cuba is present in Santeria traditions. It's the same thing. The Yermajan, the Santeros, is the Virgin Mary. And a lot of these Santeros also work with the so-called holy water. That happens to also be in the Catholic Church when you walk in and you cross yourself with the holy water. And off subject for a minute. When I sleep, I like to keep a cup of water by me, just in case I get dry or start coughing. But in the morning, I like to dump it out. Santeros usually place a cup of water with acanfol in it underneath your bed so you could pick up any malicious spirits or any wicked spirits. Again, these are all part of the Marine Kingdom. The Ice Bucket Challenge, same thing. Even Trump did it because you know he's a Freemason. Nice hand gestures, by the way. That is the yoni for the fertility goddess. This was also initiation to the Marine Kingdom. So you do what you want to do. You do what you want to do. For Joshua did not send me to baptize, but to preach the gospel and to make disciples of all nations.
Demonically, insanity, did all the witchcraft ceremonies you could never do. Did them all. I spent $100,000. There was no more ceremonies to do. I did them all. Marine spirits, witchcraft spirits from the mountains, second heaven, first heaven, territory demons, cemetery demons. I did it all. River demons. I can name them all. I did all this. I did the ice bucket challenge before you did it. Because that's witchcraft, by the way. So when you challenged Julia for the ice bucket challenge, you was initiating yourself into witchcraft. It's called Sansi. See, the world, the church copies the world, but the world doesn't copy the church. That's how I know you're in bed with the devil. What would I do the ice bucket challenge? First of all, I don't like cold water anyway. My water has to be nice and warm before I jump in. So I'm going to do the ice bucket challenge because some guy came up with it. I don't even know the dude. Matter of fact, I heard he committed suicide.
En el nombre de Jesús, my God. En el nombre de Jesús, my God. En el nombre de Jesús se rompe todo yugo por el poder de la palabra. Oh, necesitamos tu presencia, Padre, para poder vivir. Te necesitamos y en esta hora te pedimos que tú rompas la cadena. Que tú rompas las cadenas, porque no queremos estar sin ti. No es posible.